Damn, so Troy Ave tried to play us. It didn't get too far. Less than 24 hours after it was released. Now it's debunked. Munchie was right. He said on the Tuesday show, man, I think it's a play. I was undecided because nowadays you really never know. First thing that came to mind to me was Troy Ave has a felony case in New York and just got out of jail. So him to be carrying a gun and then putting this video out, there must be some kind of charges or something, because why would you put this video out on your own? And then I was like, all right, maybe it is true. So I looked up in the San Diego Sheriff's Department. Troy Ave was never booked. Looked up on the news. Well, then TMZ said there was no police reports of a robbery or a shooting in the neighborhood. I mean, I was thinking they could have mistaken it for fireworks around that time of the year. If it was, I think it was a couple weeks ago. June 16th is when the Chef Fest was, and I think they said this happened after the Chef Fest. I went and looked at that ChefG's Instagram and some Chef Fest tags, and he was wearing a different shirt that night of the event. Who knows? Maybe something got on it and he changed it, but he was wearing a different shirt that night of the event in the pictures that I could find online. Now, say if those bullets landed on that guy that was trying to rob him, he would have been dead in the driveway, or he would have had to go to the hospital. There's no hospital records or nobody speaking up on that side like, yeah, Troy Ave shot me, I want to sue him. TMZ sources, bogus bad boys said it was fake. I don't know who the bogus bad boys are. I tried to look them up on Instagram and Google search. Nothing came up except saying the Bad Boys movies were bogus. So I don't know where that's coming from. All right, so they're pulling in right here. You can hear him with the music bumping. Some people are saying this was an advertisement for Troy Ave's new song that he has coming out. Can't really hear the song too well, so I don't know how this would be a good advertisement for a song that we can't hear too well. With your real life. With your real life. With your real life. And then it's like they leave the car running. So if they just got home from the party, why would you leave your car running? And you could tell this guy has his garage door open. I mean, unless I've never had a Bentley, maybe this thing turns off by itself and rolls up the windows at some point and you just hop out the ride. I have no idea. Maybe that's some futuristic shit I've never experienced. Could be quite possible. But you see how they're walking away? I feel like Troy Ave has PTSD. He's been through a bunch of stuff in his life. You're going to tell me you're in another city, you're going to hop out the whip and not check behind you and just kind of keep walking? I mean, he could have a few drinks in him from the event, so he's not really thinking straight, but I still think that would be hardwired in him to, like, look around. And then this other guy, Chef, is just kind of walking, dancing, kind of just staring at Troy Ave instead of making his way to the door. It's a real life. See, he kind of walks and like keeps his back away. Right there, I think you would notice the guy coming up, especially Troy Ave would for sure right there. Seems like they're just kind of not really paying attention. Who knows? They could be drunk or, they're playing into it. Because also, this guy running up by himself, this is a two-man job. Or you're going to have to come around, keep your distance over here by the car, and pull out the gun and get him down. I mean, running up, this guy either isn't experienced, because how would you run up this side, try to just grab it, and then run away? I mean, it's either a rookie job or it's a play. It's fake. Because, see, he runs up here, grabs it. He has a gun in his hand, too. All right, so, yeah, he kind of runs up from the side, tries to do, like, a little tug at it instead of, like, step back, pull up the gun, and be like, break yourself, give me that shit. Instead, he kind of, like, tries to run up like he's, like purse snatching. And kind of like, oh, shit, and then Troy Ave kind of steps to the side, make sure everything's safe. But I watched this video over and over, and I think this is the giveaway. Notice how the guns have no audio. You hear the music in the car, you hear them talking, the guns have no sound. Has to be edited, right? See, has to be edited. And then, see how the guy kind of fell right there? It could be because it's a slanted driveway and his footing just could have been off. Or it looked like he just kind of ducked, like, kind of tucked his leg a little bit. See, he's kind of like... See, he kind of like slid down right there, and he's kind of like ducking himself, like kind of coming up to the guy like with his arms in instead of coming up with the guy like with his hands out, like give it. You get over here. You get over here. It's like a little weird tussle, and then he tries to do a purse snatching technique, and then right here the video ends, and that's kind of like a dead giveaway too because the video just ends. Boom, right there. The video just ends. So there's definitely more to the story right then. That's probably when homie got up, they dapped up and was like, all right, that was a good job. Somebody had to edit in the gunshot or at least the flash. And then the other thing, say this isn't a play, but they're saying it's a play because, I mean, if it wasn't, then why would these guys even put it out? Because I think the Chef Jeff guy put it out himself. So to me, that has to kind of be a play. Because say if it was real, and say they shot this guy right here, cops didn't show up. I mean, they would have had to take him somewhere, had to do something with him. They wouldn't want this kind of attention with someone that can't be found. Because say the cops are probably going to want to talk to this guy and hear his side of the story and him say, yeah, it was a skit. We filmed something. We were just messing around. Because right now it looks like Troy Ave shot somebody, and the cops are going to want answers for that. And then you heard academics yesterday on the Tuesday show saying all the LA podcasters, the gang members are doing plays. He was using this situation with Troy Ave saying East Coast dudes don't do plays. Well, it's coming out today that an East Coast dude did the last play of the month or whatever, the biggest play of the month. Because this was a pretty good play, man. This looked pretty real until I realized those gunshots had no noise. Because I don't know if you guys remember that video going viral last week about the shootout in Philly. Oh, man, you heard all those guns. They had flashes, too, but you heard those guns going off for sure. Wack was just trying to dig into Fake Munity World and T-Rail with all those comments for sure. This Troy Ave thing just happened to pop up, so he was like, all right, I'm going to say that's real, and I'm going to use that to talk shit about these guys. I mean, I get it. It's all narratives at this point. Everybody got their own narrative. It's just who got the bigger audience, right? Yeah, but with that, let me know your thoughts in the comments. All right, with that, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please subscribe, like, all that stuff. With that, I'm out. Later.